Multiplying polynomials. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to multiply polynomials together using the box method. Here we have a pair of polynomials. The first polynomial is a binomial because it has two terms together in the parentheses. And then next to it, we have a trinomial. It has three terms together in that parentheses. So using the box method, we want to set up our boxes so that we have enough space for each term in the binomial and trinomial. So we need to set up a 2 by 3 set of boxes. Okay, the binomial, the 5x minus 2, can go along the sides there, writing each term separately. And then the trinomial, we can just put that along the top. Always be careful with your signs. If you have subtraction in front of a term, you want to treat that as a negative and keep that with the term. We could have also set up our boxes this way. It doesn't matter which way you set it up as long as you have the correct terms lined up together. For this example, we'll use this setup. So to complete the boxes, all we need to do is multiply the terms that are above and on the side of the box. We can multiply 5x times 2x squared to give us 10x cubed. Next, we can multiply the 5x times 4x, which gives us 20x squared in that box. And then the 5x times negative 3 gives us negative 15x. Next, we can fill in the boxes on the bottom row. So negative 2 times 2x squared gives us negative 4x squared. Negative 2 times positive 4x is negative 8x. And negative 2 times negative 3 gives us a positive 6. Now we need to put all these terms together so that we can show our answer as one expression. Now, before we do that though, sometimes it's helpful to look for any like terms within the boxes. And we do have some like terms. Here we have two terms that both have x squared, so those can be combined together. And we also have a pair of terms that have x, so those can be combined together. So instead of having to write out all 6 terms separately, what we're going to do is work our way through writing out the terms and kind of combining the like terms together as we go. So let's first start off with the very first box in the top left. We have the 10x cubed there. There weren't any like terms to combine with that, so we just write that one as it is. Next, we go to those x squared terms. We can add negative 4x squared, positive 20x squared together to give us positive 16x squared. Now we move our way over to the like terms that are on the next diagonal. The negative 15x and negative 8x add together to give us negative 23x. And then lastly, we have the plus 6. There was no other constant term to combine that with, so we leave the plus 6 as it is. And this is our final answer, 10x cubed plus 16x squared minus 23x plus 6. Okay, now it's your turn to try. Find the product of this binomial and trinomial. Don't forget to set up your boxes so that you have enough space for each term, and also be careful with your signs. You can pause the video if you need more time, and then we'll check your answer afterwards. Okay, here's one way that you could have set up your boxes. You could have also done it the other way, having the binomial across the top and trinomial along the side, as long as you have enough space for all of the terms to fit. Okay, now we can multiply to fill in those boxes. Negative 4x times 3x squared is negative 12x cubed. Negative 4x times positive x is negative 4x squared. Negative 4x times negative 10 gives us a positive 40x. And positive 7 times 3x squared is positive 21x squared. Positive 7 times a positive 1x there gives us positive 7x. And positive 7 times negative 10 gives us negative 70. Okay, now that the boxes are filled in, we can look to see if we have any like terms and put it all together in our final expression. So we start with the very first box, negative 12x cubed. There were no like terms with that, so we leave it as it is. Then we work our way down, and we have the two x squared terms that we can combine. Positive 21x squared and negative 4x squared give us positive 17x squared. Work our way over to the next diagonal where we have like terms. Plus 7x and plus 40x give us plus 47x. And then finally we have our constant term, the negative 70 we can add on the end there. And there's our final answer. You just learned how to multiply polynomials using the box method. Great job!